to hold this oversight hearing to examine the use of tax-exempt private activity bonds for all aboard Florida's Brightline project. It's a pleasure to welcome the local stakeholders and experts on this issue. I thank you all for joining us here today. And as you know, this committee is charged with uncovering and exposing waste, fraud, and abuse within the federal government. And as some of you may have seen in the news, the safety of the Brightline train issue raises grave safety concerns, and tragically, some 6 people have been killed by Brightline trains since they began trial runs last year. And so due to some of the public safety concerns, some of my colleagues, including Congressman Mass, have raised these concerns related to the eligibility of a private sector entity like Brightline to receive federal assistance. And so as stewards of the taxpayer dollars, we take these concerns seriously. In 2017, All Aboard Florida applied for 2 allocations of a tax-exempt private activity bond totaling $1.75 billion. These bonds would be used to fund its Brightline passenger rail project. And after reviewing the request, DOT approved both applications and deemed the bonds eligible for tax-exempt status. However, questions remain as to whether the project was in fact eligible to receive this type of funding, and this is especially concerning for a number of reasons. So obviously we'll get to hear some of the testimony today as it relates to the Title 23 funds and when those were received for this particular issue, because that's one of the components certainly of getting the private activity bond. And additionally, look forward to the testimony from all of you, but with that, the remaining time, I'd like to yield the remaining time for my opening statement to the gentleman from Florida, Mr. Mass.